With the current landscape of college basketball and the continuing boom of the transfer portal, college coaches have been faced with an interesting decision. Can they skip the high school recruiting aspect of roster construction and just simply reload from the transfer portal each season? According to College Basketball Insider and former Ohio State assistant coach Fran Fraschilla, at least one top program in the country feels that they can do this successfully year in and year out. One top 40 program coach told me last week that they will no longer recruit HS players but will live in the transfer portal. We're like the NBA. We can build through free agency or through the draft. We'll take the surer thing. There are many different aspects that play into this: how many spots a team has open, what the portal looks like on any given season, what are the personal dynamics are with each player. Let me be clear off the jump, I do think this can work for some teams during some seasons. If they are only replacing one or two guys, or they are coming off of a big year where they have some extra momentum, sure, it can work, but can this be utilized year after year without ever touching high school hoops again? No. So, if Ohio State simply did not recruit high schoolers and only utilized the transfer portal, recovering 8 spots seems pretty impossible, unless you implement the Sean Miller, Arizona gifting process. In the tweet, the anonymous source says, "We are like the NBA. In theory, yes, some years, some programs can be. In other years, like next year when Ohio State has 8 spots to fill, that is just simply not a reality." In his 4 seasons, Chris Holtmann has kept it pretty even in terms of high school recruits and transfers. He started simply with only high school players, recruiting 10 high school kids in the first 3 seasons in comparison to 0 transfers coming in. But, in his last 2 seasons, he has brought in 5 recruits and 5 transfers. This number will continue to even out as the next 5 years come along. Yes, I do believe there will be at least 5 more years of Chris Holtmann in Columbus. This makes sense as transfers would be weary to head to a program with a new coach who is implementing a new system and culture. In Holtmann's first 3 seasons, the program grew and got better, and that is the thing that brings transfers in. Even teams like Duke and Kentucky still heavily rely on high school recruiting. High school recruiting is still the cake, while the transfer portal is the ice cream on the side. Chris Holtmann and Ohio State are doing it right. You can have your cake and your ice cream. Keep bringing in guys like Malachi Branham and Kalen Etzler, and keep bringing in guys like Joey Brunk and Jamari Wheeler. In this day and age, why limit yourself? The premise should be this simple: bring in all the talent you can, no matter where they come from.